3.5 Quadratic Inequalities. To solve the quadratic inequalities, we have to follow by 4 steps. First, you arrange the right-hand side of the inequality is 0. The corresponding quadratic equation define the critical values. Graphs by the quadratic functions and use sketch to find use the sketch to find the required set of values. So, looking here. So this is the quadratic equations. We are theorizing about these quadratic equations and find the graphs. So we have to look. So the solutions would be the solution of quadratic inequalities would be here. So if fx would be over 0, so it would be like here. The values in y is positive, means y is positive. So it will be x greater than 5 or and x less than -1. Oh, sorry. And x -1 x equal 5 here, 2 points are the critical values. So if fx less than 0 means y means negative. So in this shade, the x range will be x greater than -1 and less than 5. Yeah, very easy to understand. Let's do a practice about find this value x for the quadratic equations, quadratic inequalities. Okay, first I have to clean the screen. We range these inequalities, right, by x squared minus 8x plus 3 less than or 0 or equal 0. So we have to factorize about these quadratic equations, quadratics. So it would be it's hard to find the factorizing, so we have to use what quadratic formula. So x would be negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4a say over 2a. So we have to find 2 roots. So x1 in here means b is, so a equal 1, b equal negative a, c equal 3. So negative a, b in here is 8 plus or minus square root. Negative a squared is 64 minus 4 plus 1 plus 3 over 2a. It will be 8 minus or plus 70. This is 12, and subtract is 252 over 2 times a is 2. So we have to find 2 roots. So root 1, it would be 8 plus square of root 52 over 2, and x2 would be 8 minus square root of 52 all over 2. So, and a in here is positive, so the graphs will be like here, right? So we have to do sketch, write a sketch. So it would be 8 minus square root of 52 of 2. This would be 8 plus 52 over 2 here is 2 intersection. This is the critical values. So we have to find the range about these quadratics less than 0. So what that means y is negative or minus 0. So look at this shade. So would be range would be x is greater than 2 8 minus square of 15 less than or equal 8 plus square root 15 2 over 2. This is the final answer. Very easy, right? We have to solve the quadratics and use the graphs and use the inequalities to find the range. Finally, shade. Okay, easy, right? Special one when we divide it by x. So what we have to do now, because we can't either positive or negative in x, so we couldn't multiply both by size by using inequalities by x. Instead, because you multiplied x squared, means x would be positive or negative. If be x squared, all things would be positive. If the positive comes to inequalities, they won't change the sign, right? So looking here, so 6 over x over 2, we have to each side plus x squared. The final would be 6x over 2x squared, and we have to put in the right hand and solve this quadratic equations and find the critical values 3 and 0 and find the range of negative. So find the range of negative. So the final solution will be x greater than 0, less than 3. Easy, right? And the set notation will be right like here. Yeah, let's quickly do some example by viewing the example, okay? So, given the x can't be 0, find the set of value of x for which these equalities. So first we have to each side multiply x squared, right? 6 plus 5 over x times x squared greater than x over x plus x squared, open the bracket, 6x squared plus 5x is greater than 8x, come together, come to here, will be 6x squared plus minus 3x greater than 0. Canceling common factor of 3 is x, 3x squared minus x greater than 0, 2, sorry. So what? Common factor 2x x minus 1 is greater than 0. So they have 2 roots, right? So x would be 0 or x would be 1. They are root or critical value. In here, the open bracket, the a is positive, so the graphs will be look at this. So the one root is 0, one root is 1, so it will be like this. So we have to find the quadratics inequalities is greater than 0, so we find the range, which means y value is positive in here, so it would be through the graph. It looks like this shade and this shade, and x would be rewritten by x over or x greater than 1 or x less than 0. This is the final answer. Did you get it? Easy, right?